Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms. This is my very newest card deck. I have made these by myself, painted them and everything. Okay, let's actually start looking at them and I'll explain the rest along the process. Okay, so we have the crown chakra underactive, right? So this is how I can identify under or over or balanced, right? This is the symbol I have made, which is actually I just kind of made a symbol because there is no alchemical symbol for universe, right? So I just combined earth and air and I thought it looked nice. So I was like, yeah, cool. This'll do. I'll know, right? Here then, yeah, some qualities of what happens when the crown chakra is underactive, what happens when it's overactive, and what can you do about these things, right? So the element here is thought, or actually no element at all. And what can you do to balance this more is meditate. And what causes this, or who do you connect with this? What is the reasoning behind this chakra? So for example, if you are not at all connected with the universe, you will relate with these qualities more, right? Meanwhile, if you are way too connected and your mundane life is, in the back burner, then you'll probably feel the more overactive section, right? So I don't actually know how to use these things in tarot and the other type of readings that I do, but I was meditating and this just came to me. It was like, hey, you gotta work on chakra cards. And I was like, what, really? Okay. So then I started working on them. It took quite a long time because I didn't have this ink and the paper, and all the shops were closed and it was a toughie. So it took quite a while, but finally it's complete. So I'm happy about that. We'll see how to utilize them later. Yes, so this is for the third eye now. Third eye underactive. Again, the qualities, light, meditation, and mind. Same goes for, oh yeah, by the way, these quotes here, these are like I see affirmations, for example, or I understand affirmations for the crown. Yeah, so try to include as much information as I could, but these things are really massive topics, right? So obviously I can't do all of them, but I tried my best. So we have I speak, and I speak my truth. So for the balanced cards, you can see this little text here. So I understand spirit. That is when you have a balanced crown. And I see the truth and I speak my truth. So the throat chakra is more related to your personal truth, your personal ways of expression, things like that. Meanwhile, the third eye is about extending that towards all others. So the truth, what is a blanket statement that applies? For example, change is the only constant, right? Okay, then with the heart, I have I love all, where you are connected, you can empathize, you can sympathize. That's your, and you can see here the symbols. So this is the hermetic seal of light. So I just use that because the third eye is about seeing and the element is light. Then for the throat here, the element is ether, and again, that does not really have a symbol, but I suppose some people use circles, so I just adopted that right there. Okay. Then solar plexus, so this triangle here is the alchemical symbol for fire. You know what's interesting? When I was writing all of these qualities, there are terms over here, for example, too competitive, narrow-mindedness, self-centeredness, too aggressive, and here it is abusive, poor self-care, possessiveness, blurred reality, obsessive, things like that, okay? And that was a very interesting moment because, anything that we experience like on a regular basis, when you come across these qualities, it can be like off-putting, like why are they being so much, or there's some sort of judgmental overtone to it, even if you're not really judging the person, right? Because it just has a negative connotation to all of this, and in extreme cases, of course, it becomes negative. Like over here, like addictions, for example, if there's overactive. But when you look at it, all of these symptoms which we come across over, under, to whatever extent, we can connect all of that to the chakras, to our own bodies, to their own bodies, right? So it feels very as a development rather than as the rest state. And that was a very hopeful moment, because if it is a development, you can change it. You can still always change it, of course. But that's why I keep repeating, like, you know, it's your choice. It is you, and you're the one who is going to change things. And every sort of prediction reading that I do is just basically a projection of what is happening right now based on your current intentions or attitudes, right? What is your resting energy state at the moment? It does not mean you cannot change it, because we're always changing. We're always under development, right? So if you do have addictions, does not mean that you're a bad person just because of it. It's just there is something happening which has created this chakra to be overactive, and kind of the addiction fed off this overactive energy center, right? So it's kind of a give and take type of field, rather than, oh, addictions are bad, every person who goes through this is bad, or any type of judgment. It's just so symptomatic that you know you can do something about it, right? That was very, yeah. Then this is the earth related to the root here, and this you can see here, mother. So there's also ages, right? So ages birth to 1 year old, you are heavily dependent on the mother, right? And that is the first time you've come here, so you need to establish your right to live, to exist, and to feel safe and secure in the environment that you are present in a human body, right? So this is where the mother comes in, and that can really pave a lot of a child's feeling of security, right? So children, for example, who are left alone most of the time, where the mother is not able to be there, let's say if she has to go back to work immediately, things like that, versus a mother that always stays. Very different rooting, and it does matter, right? So that's the kind of primal right to exist type of mother. Meanwhile, the sacral here, I've written parents, but I more mean the divine feminine, okay? Or, in other words, in a more mundane sense, the parental figure that acts like a mother figure, okay? So the father can also be a mother figure, mother as well, and vice versa too. Mother can be a father figure, right? So the mother figure, or the divine feminine, that parent, the sacral chakra more rules, because that's the more emotional, softer, flowing, adaptable, trusting, that type of vibe. Meanwhile, for solar plexus, again, I have written parents, but what I mean is divine masculine, or the father figure. Yeah, this was also an interesting concept I learned. I learned quite a lot. Yeah, it took a while, and it should have taken this long, because, yeah, this taught me quite a bit, and I thought I already knew quite enough to, make the cards just off the bat, but yeah, this was nice. So I look forward to using these cards in my next tarot readings. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Check out my other unboxings as well as my pick a card readings if you're interested. Until next time, I'll see you. Take care. Bye.